Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at another rinseless wash here, and it's from a brand that nobody's ever heard of. It's Slick X by RipClean. It showed up on my YouTube feed. I was like, what? You know what? I checked out the video. Let me purchase it, see if it's any good. So we're going to try that out today. So it's 32 ounces. It retails for $21.99. And they state that the scent on this is coconut lime. Actually, to me, it smells more like lime than anything. Let me see, kind of just going through it real quick. I want to just give you the highlights here. So it says their formula contains SiO2 infused ceramic particles and polymers that clean, shine, and protect. It states that it's designed to encapsulate and emulsify dirt particles, allowing you to safely clean without scratching or damaging your paint's finish when used properly. And they state it's 100% biodegradable and contains no harmful surfactants, clean agents, or VOCs. Pretty much safe for any surface. It just states on here it's safe for in garage or outdoor use. And I think that's pretty much all you need to know for that. There's a thing on here on how to use it, so I'm going to click on that. So here's the dilutions for it. So if you're going to use it as a rinseless wash, they state 1 capful per gallon, or 256 to 1. For a waterless wash, quick detailer, drying aid, they state 32 to 1, which is 2 capfuls per 32 ounces of water. And I forgot to go back, as if you stay in the 256 to 1 range, you can use it as a rinseless wash, window cleaner, interior cleaner, wheel and rim cleaner. 32 to 1, I'm going to repeat that, waterless wash, quick detailer, drying aid. And if you use it at 10 to 1, it's going to be a clay lube for it. So it's basically 3 ounces of Slick X to 32 ounces of water. And as far as washing methods that they recommend, they do the multiple towel method. That's one. If you're using a two-sided wash mitt, they recommend 2 buckets, 1 bucket with Slick X, 1 bucket with just water. And of course they do recommend pre-spraying that, so that's also in here. And if you want to use it with a sponge, again they recommend 2 buckets. I'm only going to use 1. So it says 1 bucket with Slick X, 1 bucket with water. And that's pretty much it. So it's in, and they have their contact information. So I want to kind of just take a look at this real fast and see what it's like. Like these other 2 rinseless washes that I'm looking at in front of me, it does have ceramic protection here. So we'll take a look and see what that performs in comparison to some of these. So this one, I just say, is pretty darn stout with its protection. So I'm just going to shake this up. And you can see it does foam. So there is surfactants in these rinseless washes, even though they are polymers in here. And we're going to pour some out here. So I am going to pour, because I have 3 gallons of water, I'm going to pour 45 right there, 45 milliliters, between 40 and 60. It does smell pretty good. Actually, I must admit, it does smell good. So I'm going to put that aside. Put my bucket here. And we're going to do a pre-spray. Very simple. Just squeeze, make sure there's nothing in there. Very simple, just take some in there. We're going to take our sponges. I'm going to take the 2 in here, same yellow and black. Now somebody had commented on another video of mine. I forget which. I think it was let's see, it wasn't the HydroSave one. Oh, it was a Makizan 914 one. He says, "Oh, the car's not dirty. Why are you scratching your car? I'm a professional. And I'm doing all this kind of stuff." And I kind of just told that person that, I didn't want to tear into him, because it doesn't sound like he knew what he was doing, and I shouldn't be saying that. But if you want to look at dirty cars, this is not the channel for you. Go somewhere else if you want to look for disaster details. I keep my cars relatively clean, so it is what it is. This car just has some, you can see it did rain overnight, so you can see it is pretty dirty. So it's got some nice dirt all over the surface, but I just thought that was funny. And as soon as I told the guys, like, you know what, I don't have the time to really respond to you, I'll just keep it to myself. I didn't want to come off rude. And he says, I'm never gonna watch your channel. Okay, that's fair enough. It's not hurting me. I got plenty of good people who subscribe to the channel. So I'm gonna watch just this panel for now because I want to kind of just see how it does. Again, just squeeze them out in the sponge. I'm using the gold sponge because, again, as I mentioned, it does do a better job showing dirt on the surface. Now, can I use this multiple panels? You have to be careful because ceramic rinseless washes, if they dry, then they can spot. That's what's happening with HydroSave. It's, you know, it's ceramic infused and it's causing problems. See, is the bottom dirty? So this one's not super dirty, just dirty enough. And I'll just take my towel like so and then dry it off. Tell you what, it's pretty slick underneath the surface though. It's not as slick as HydroSave. HydroSave is still slicker. But it's pretty good. So far, initial impressions are that it's good. I'll have to finish the entire car to kind of really state how it is, but it is slick. So it does leave the surface slick. I can fit underneath the towel. Feels nice underneath my hand, so it is leaving the surface slick. So that's pretty good. That's good. Again, not as slick as HydroSave. So the next thing I do is this end. I'm going to use a towel for this next section. So again, pre-spray. The wind has started to pick up. I'm going to just let that pass here real quick because I don't want to get super overspray everywhere. So as I mentioned, the thing about the ceramic rinseless washes, you kind of want to work panel by panel because if you don't work panel by panel, you have the potential to get spotting, and that spotting is not water spotting, it's actually a ceramic material in it. It's like when you get overspray from using your favorite ceramic spray. We're going to take a look at this towel here. The reason I'm using this towel is I'm going to do the good old eddy test. And what's the eddy test? Is you dunk your towel in the bucket and you see if it cleans some of the dirt. So there's a little bit of whatever the heck is on there. I think it's probably pollen as well on there. So it's not super caked on. It's mostly on the upper surfaces like the hood, roof. They got really dirty from that rain overnight. Okay, so there's some dirt on there. You can see that. Again, we'll take the eddy test and we'll see what it does with it. In general, sometimes these polymer rinseless washes don't clean as well. That did pretty good. I mean, you can see my towel's pretty clean. Let me kind of wring this out so you can see it. So that actually cleaned my towel pretty darn well. So just kind of want to mention that, showcase that. And again, I will just dry this panel by panel because I'm working outside. This side's not in the sun like the other side. And you don't need a drying aid with this product because again it's ceramic infused, so it is leaving protection behind. Dries good. All right, so I did these two panels right now, and the surface feels good. It's not, again, it's not as slick as HydroSave. It's pretty close to it. I think it's a little slicker than the McKee's graphene, that's for sure. But that's a look at Slick X. We'll come back and I'll do the outro. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of it. Maybe I'll do the hood here, since this one's a little bit dirtier, just to showcase the product's ability to clean. I'll clean this surface here. Yeah, it has good lubrication underneath the sponge. You can see I picked up a lot of stuff on there. That's pretty good. Again, if you saw excess dirt on here, you can just come back with your towel, with your sponge, flip it over. I didn't have to, but yeah, it feels good underneath the sponge. A little bit of dirt on here. I don't notice any kind of staining. If I rub it against the grit guard, then you can see it's clean. And it's not really fair to test this if it's staining or not, because it didn't rain. It hasn't rained like the last time, so you know the cars weren't driven on wet roads. So you know can't really compare it, but man, it's worked out good. So cleaned up the pollen pretty well here. You can see again, this is what I'm starting with. A nice layer of dust, probably pollen in here, whatever's on the surface, and then it rained overnight, so that's what's on there. But again, leaves the surface pretty well cleaned. So I'm gonna go in a nice gloss to the surface as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish the rest of the car. We'll come back and we'll do an outro on this. So far, initial impressions are pretty good. So again, be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to Final Thoughts of Slick X Rinseless Wash by RipClean. I gotta say, I was actually impressed with this product. I went in thinking it was just gonna be a run-of-the-mill rinseless wash, and nothing was really gonna stand out for me. And I think what stood out for me is when I took that microfiber towel, that dirty microfiber towel, and I dunked it back in, I light agitation on the grit guard washboard piece, and it came out clean. I was like, okay, we're on to something here. I ended up taking that microfiber towel and I cleaned all the glass, and so it got dirty on one side of the towel, dunked it back in, and my towel came out as clean as you saw on the demo portion of it. So overall, I think it's real good. I think in terms of lubricity and cleanability, I think it's just I think it could give HydroSave a run for its money. I think HydroSave is just a tad better, not by much. We're talking like, you know, that much in that aspect. In terms of overall gloss and slickness, I think it's comparable to HydroSave. I actually enjoyed using this product as I went around the entire vehicle here. In terms of, do I like it better than HydroSave? That's a tough question, because HydroSave is really good. At least I think it's really good. I had no problems with it spotting or anything like that. The spotting that people are getting are from the ceramic protection it's leaving behind. You're not going to get that with this, because this doesn't seem like it has super durable protection like that does. So you should have an easier time using Slick X than HydroSave. And I actually enjoyed Slick X more so than the McKee's 37 graphene rinseless wash. And you can see I've used quite a bit of graphene rinseless wash. I actually did like Slick X better. I actually did like Slick X better than the ceramic rinseless wash from McKee's. I actually like the McKee's ceramic rinseless wash more so than the graphene rinseless wash, but I think this is good stuff. So really impressed with it overall, and it definitely checks all the boxes. If you're looking for a wash and coat, I think this checks all the boxes. It's made in the USA. In terms of price, This is $22 for 32 ounces, $27 for the roughly the same size bottle, and this is $50 for a 32 ounce bottle. And the ceramic one is I think it's $40, and I think this one's $50. So for that, so just want to kind of point that out, that for $22 you can't go wrong trying this product out. You can use it as a waterless wash. We'll get multiple uses with this product. Now I did save I used my dilution cup, I dunked it back in there, and you can see the optical clarity in comparison to the cup, the plastic, and it looks relatively clear. And at the bottom, if you look at that black stuff at the bottom, that's actually the dirt and grime at the bottom. So this thing does a good job of pulling that dirt and grime towards the bottom. I don't know if you guys actually see this. Hopefully it shows up pretty well. It looks like grit, and it does a good job. So if I kind of stir this up and get that heavy stuff, you kind of just see it like a little whirlpool down there. See if it kind of settles. You can start seeing it settle at the bottom here, and so it takes that heavy stuff and it settles at the bottom, and that's a good indication that the product does a good job of taking the heavier dirt, encapsulating it, and taking it to the bottom of the solution. So I wouldn't have a problem using a 1 bucket style. Even though they recommend 2 buckets, I wouldn't have a problem using it with 1 bucket and a sponge or multiple towels. If you use multiple towels, you're not going to introduce dirt back in, but I think it does a good job of releasing dirt. And overall, really impressed with this product, and I'm really interested to see if it gains traction and if other people are going to be using it, because I think it's a sleeper product that just came out of nowhere. And I had fun using this product, and I'll continue using it. If I'm looking to just do like a single step wash and coat rather than doing a wash and then with a drying aid type of thing, I could just use something like this. So again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, so take care everyone.